Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's boy KingMo. Welcome back to another video. Now, this is my first ever reaction video. I am going to be reacting to We Need to Talk About EA Sports by Matthdgamer. The video is going to be down in the link below. So, basically, guys, I mean, you guys have pretty much noticed and maybe that my uploads haven't really been that great within the last week or so. I'm struggling to post content. There's not much content going on in FIFA at the moment. I mean, they are really not bringing out anything, like no upgrade packs, no hero upgrades or whatnot. Like, they're not bringing out anything, guys. Now, I'm going to be reacting to this video because this video is going to be addressing all of the problems with EA Sports, I hope. Anyway, I'm blindly reacting to this. I'm not too sure. But like I said, guys, my first ever reaction video. So hopefully you guys do obviously enjoy this video. And let's just get straight into the reaction. Let's get it.
It's been a while since I've made one of these hopefully passionate videos, but the time has come. For cheap and fast, reliable foot coins, check out MMOEXP. The link is... This game has just launched, and it genuinely is so incredibly passionate about this game. And it actually feels like they've given up on a lot of Ultimate Team.
I agree.
FIFA. That's how it feels. And the World Cup is on. And we're getting a fucking 83 plus player pick back on the same day that Saudi Arabia just beat Argentina.
Facts.
There couldn't have been like a 90 rated special Saudi Arabia player card to celebrate their win. You
know what it is with EA Sports, right? I think they're really scared to bring out premium cards at the moment. Like, I know they brought out Cuadrado today, who is pretty high rated, 87 rated. And he's got a good card, but I feel like because the World Cup is at the start of the FIFA year, it's kind of hard for them to bring out like 90 rated, 92 rated cards. But I do get what you're saying, because right now the content is pretty bad. But just in terms of, you know, just overall cards, I feel like the cards have just been awful, man. Like the cards, like in the swaps, for example, bro, all of the like the 2 token, the 3 token cards. Bro, what's the point? They're all like 84 rated, 85 rated. We're never going to use them ever. So there's no point realistically. I think EA are playing it safe with the ratings because obviously they can make the market crash every single day if they keep releasing good SBCs. But then again, it's the World Cup. It happens every 4 years. So, yeah.
Right? There couldn't have been a special guaranteed pack most days of the World Cup because of a lack of a World Cup mode in Ultimate Team. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
For about a week straight now, and probably really since the World Cup has begun, guys, there's been so many, you know, rumours of different things not being in this FIFA, and we haven't got any communication on it. And it's a massive talking point. It's not only me who's obviously come up with this, and I've got to show you this. So, my man Nick20 did say there, seriously, what are you guys doing with this game? You keep pumping out SBCs, but there's very limited ways to get fodder. You've obliterated already poor chance rewards, and the market is on the floor. We deserve answers. We deserve communication.
See, this is a bit of a weird one, right? Because there isn't really limited ways of getting fodder. I think rewards are fine in terms of like champs rewards. Obviously, the team of the weeks are pretty bad, but champs rewards you can still get fodder. And obviously, if you're in a high division in rivals, you can still get fodder as well. And obviously, the swaps, there's like 84 times 60s in swaps right now, so you can still get fodder, I'm not gonna lie. But I do get what you're saying, because they are bringing out SBCs like Robbie Keane, and then 2 days later they bring out Ribery. You know, like it's a bit hard to manage the fodder. I think it's hard to really use your fodder for different sort of SBCs. And not only that, but I don't think they give enough time with fodder in terms of they will release a really good SBC one day, and you will definitely go ahead and do it. Then the next day they'll bring out another SBC that's really, really good that requires fodder, but you don't have any fodder anymore because you just dumped your fodder into the other one. So that's kind of what happened to me with Robbie Keane. I put in Robbie Keane, then 2 days later Ribery came out, and I had literally no fodder whatsoever. So it does make sense. I do get where they're coming from, but I think if you do the swaps, obviously it's a grind, but if you do swaps, I think it'll be fine.
And that we do. So, what he means by that, and I think Nep spoke about it briefly a few days ago on Twitter, is that apparently there might not be League SBCs this FIFA in FIFA 23. which means that whenever you do, for example, want to go and complete, you know, a big new icon SBC, or God forbid, guys, if you want to go and complete the new 83 plus player pick pack, the fodder, you're going to be driven towards buying packs themselves, right? You're going to be driven towards going to the store. And it really is showing that, you know, every...
By the way, that 83 plus player pick is awful. Like, you give away 2 84 pluses and an 83 squad for an 83 plus.
Day.
Not worth it.
We're logging on to FIFA at 6 PM and wanting some mad content, wanting something really fun.
It's the World Cup, man. There has to be content.
You know, fun with, and not go on to another game on COD or whatever you guys play. And the amount of people I'm seeing on stream saying, why am I logging in at 6 PM? It's the World Cup.
Yeah.
And this game feels so dead in
November. It's true.
It really, really does.
It's true.
And I think a lot of people at least are feeling the same.
And they're bringing out another promo on Friday, which is Road to the World Cup final. But we had Path to Glory for the last 2 weeks. So then again, it's like, Path to Glory is supposed to be an upgradable promo, and yeah, you're bringing out another one. I don't know, it's a bit... I feel like EA are struggling right now with bringing out content, and I don't know why, but I don't know if they're holding back because it's November. It's not even like June, you know? Like, if it was June, then they would just be rinsing out content non-stop. But because it's the start of the FIFA year, I don't think they want to kill off the game too quick, and they could, to be fair. So I don't know what EA are thinking, to be honest.
Same way. Foot Champs rewards need boosting. I know they're changing this week, but
that is awful as well. Foot Champs rewards, that is terrible. They're getting rid of the informs and they're putting in golds or something like that.
I'm not sure about how that will be. The lack of creativity every day I'm seeing, guys, at 6 PM is insanity. It is often like talking to a brick wall. I do think that we need so much more. The lack of a World Cup mode has meant that I think a lot of us had high hopes. You know what? We've got some flashy new menus here. You know, we've got these, but again, a lot of people do like to grind these at their own pace. A lot of people like to grind these fast. I do a lot, but you guys might be different.
I have a problem with this as well. This is not even redeemable at the moment. Like, so for example, with me, yeah, because I open a lot of packs with coins from rewards, draft, you know, just different stuff. I have nearly all of the cards already. So I have about 700 cards already. I'm nearly at level 8, guys, yes. And you're telling me I have to wait 42 days to open my rewards? Bro, let me just get my rewards now. Like, let me just literally get my rewards now. Like, what's the problem for me to, like, just not just cash in right now? You know, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it just takes too long. 42 days. In 42 days, gee, I don't even know if I'm going to be alive. Like, obviously, that's a bit of a stretch, right? But like, there's a lot can happen in 42 days. That's what I'm trying. That's my point. There's a lot can happen in 42 days, and you're out here making me wait for just to trade in a couple cards. Well, a couple hundred cards for 80 plus times 8. Like,
be a casual FIFA player. Still, to not have more than this for the World Cup is just super deflating. You know, it really, really is. And I think a lot of players, you watching, might be feeling the same way. This game and the direction it's going in with the content is just not a good direction. It's not going in an exciting way. It feels like the content team are just not doing enough to keep players on the game. And it's so annoying to see, because this game could be amazing.
That's true.
We could have, for example, every day, like I said before, if there's a shock win in the World Cup. Every day, by the way, there should be at least, you know, a guaranteed pack most days during the World Cup. Maybe
Facts.
like when Saudi Arabia win, there could be a special card release that's a limited time or something. You've got to go and claim.
That's a bit tough. That's a bit tough to do. I don't think there's enough time. Obviously, there's EA codes, right? So they release codes into the game prior to releasing something. So I think it's a bit hard for them to, like, for example, the game against, well, Saudi Arabia against Argentina, it finished at like 12:30 or 12 o'clock, 12:30 UK time. So it gives them only about 6 hours to code in a Saudi Arabia player, 90 rated Saudi Arabia player. It's a bit tough, but in terms of the packs, the daily packs and whatnot, I agree. It should improve.
Just something fun and something that links with the World Cup, but you know,
or even, guys, team of the week. They should do a team of the week, but for the World Cup. So they should do, like, for example, I don't know, Valencia, right, for Ecuador in the first game of the World Cup, he scored 2 goals, right? Why can't like at the end of the week? Why can't he get like a team of the week but World Cup and he gets like an 88 or 89 rated card? You know, if you get what I'm trying to say?
We're getting these.
I'm gonna stop pausing, by the way. I feel like I'm pausing too much.
Random
This is my first ever reaction video, so sorry.
SBCs. And speaking of random SBCs, guys, I mean, my God, another SBC they've got wrong here. Quadrado should not be 4 panels, right? Quadrado should absolutely be max 2 panels, especially with like 80 finishing on that card.
I agree. He's a really good card, but I agree. Sorry, I keep pausing, but
I mean, it's just not what we expected. It's not what we wanted. And we just, for me, I think we definitely deserve a lot more as a community. We really do. And the lack of communication, and a big thing I will say is that the launch of this FIFA, a lot of other content creators have agreed with me here, and I really felt this since the day, probably the few weeks prior, maybe month prior. Am I the only one who felt like EA really took a back seat in the hype of launching this FIFA? I've not seen a lesser amount of hype, or maybe even like, I guess, advertisement towards the new FIFA launching. And some people are saying that maybe that could be because the next FIFA, they own those rights and it's not going to be FIFA. That's when they'll pump a lot more hype into it. But I think a lot of people feel that with this FIFA, there just hasn't been that launch hype like
I think there was launch hype.
I think there was. Let me know thoughts on that as well. But for me, man, this game is just in not the best of ways at all with content. Gameplay, they keep changing the metas like they always do every single
Don't even get me started on gameplay, man. I swear to God.
And I just feel like this game, we're logging on at 6 PM and we're not being excited.
One day, Haaland is the best player in the whole game. The next day, he's literally a 25,000 coin fodder card. Like, it's so crazy.
And we should be. It's the fucking World Cup. It's on right now in the background. Like, we need more. We need so much more fun. And it's like, I don't think these SBCs are bringing the hype. I'm sorry.
Like, what is that? Like, come on, EA. What is that, man? What is that, man? We know Australia are not going to make it far in the tournament. Why would you release him as an 85 rated? Release him as an 87 or 88 at least. So at least then people will be like, oh, wow. You know? Because Australia are not going to make it far. They just got packed in by France 4-1. Like,
close to Degenek there, and also to Inaki Williams there. But I think I speak for all of us, and that these are not very exciting SBCs.
Facts.
They're just not. We need more guaranteed packs. We need more player pick packs. Need more content. This game is obviously more than half about content these days, right?
Facts.
I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but how often do you play the game compared to the menus? Comment down below, because a lot of us these days, especially on streams, it's often about content. So when there's not something crazy, you know,
I've barely played.
It's like
since the new season, I've barely played FIFA.
And go to a different game, right?
Barely.
We don't always want to play FIFA 20 rival in terms of gameplay. So I just think they really need to really think about what they're doing in terms of content. It does not feel like there is actually any kind of proactive plan around the World Cup. It's just, oh, let's release random players.
Facts.
Let's release these, you know, dynamic duos and just hope they go out and go out.
And they're awful as well
to the community. Whereas in fact, they should definitely be doing loads of live content, guys.
Those dynamic duos are awful.
Even small things like in FIFA 14, we used to have man of the match players released straight after a game.
Facts.
We are not getting that anymore. We're not getting that.
Why can't we get a World Cup team of the week? Why not? Like, the World Cup is going to go on for a month. Why can't we just get a World Cup team of the week? That would be so nice.
Live reactive content that made you think, oh, I can't wait to try Jude Bellingham's new card. He just played amazing for England.
Facts.
No, you've got to go back on FIFA and use the gold rare. You know, there's no proactiveness and there's no communication there in terms of creativity with the community, and it's insane. I really think it has to be spoken about. This content EA is not good enough. I think we need to see a lot more creativity, a ton of more fun content every day, reactive content when there's a great performance from a player. Ochoa saved a penalty before against Poland. That could be something that could be done.
Facts.
Something fun, you know? I don't know. I needed to get this on my chest because I've felt this like this for about a few weeks now. The game feels so like, I think a lot of people are quite bored with content. And when we do get a new promo, often it's the same. Because
realistically, right now, I'm just waiting for the hero upgrade, like the 89 max hero. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get something from it. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I'm going to get something from it. And I'm going to be sitting there like, okay, what do I do now? You know, like, I'm going to wait. Maybe if I pack a good card like a Marquise or a Yaya, I'll go to Rivals and be excited about it. But after a couple of days, I'll be like, okay, cool, I'll go to bed now. Like, you know, like, there's not much to do in this game, man. I'll be so honest. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's really hard to bring out content at the moment. I just feel like the game right now is just like, it's just in a bad place with content, man.
Player, we want to see new things. Yes, we've got World Cup swaps. That's probably the best thing.
Facts.
In my opinion, this World Cup promo, guys, it's probably the worst promo I've seen in 5 years since they started doing more promo kind of content.
I don't agree. I think there's been some bad promos. Silver Stars promo was bad.
What do you think? I don't know. Had to rant today because this is just so dead for the World Cup. The World Cup has been amazing so far as well in terms of the obviously the games. Anyway, hope you guys, you know, I guess appreciate, you know, this bit of a fucking rant video. I feel like it's been needed for a while.
Alright guys, so that's the video there. Let me know your thoughts on the game right now. In my opinion, I think the game is slowly dying already. It's November and the game is pretty boring. I don't think there's enough content, especially for the World Cup. But hopefully EA turn it around. Obviously, there's still a month left of the World Cup pretty much. So hopefully EA can they can still turn it around. So if you guys did enjoy this video, then please do leave a like. And if you guys want more reactions, then obviously please do let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe if you are new. And yeah, peace.